Welcome to Fans Talk Football, and this is match preview. Liverpool versus Manchester City. Let's go. And today we have Raphael on our show. Hi, Raphael. This is your debut on Fans Talk Football. We're talking about a
Welcome.
Hi,
big match. It's pretty
hi. Thank
much
you for having me. Yeah.
do or die for Liverpool, isn't it?
Well, if you believe that Liverpool's, if it depends. Do you mean do or die as in our
Okay.
title chase, or do or die as in our season?
Title chase. I mean, if
Oh,
Man
it is
City
already.
wins this, if Man City wins this, they'd be 10 points ahead of Liverpool with a game in hand. So I think that could be a daunting challenge.
Uh,
Um,
I think it's honestly, if we had most of our squad back minus Van Dijk, of course, if we had most of our squad back, then I would say it's do or die. But even without a full squad, I think we're dead already. Like it's a title chase in the sense, like.
Liverpool has been suffering from injuries this season, very, very huge. I mean, they don't have a lot of major players. Van Dijk's out.
7.
Fabinho and Mane is a doubt, right, for this game. I don't know.
Money is
But
out
they've
for
been
the rest of the
training.
season.
They're out. Both of them out.
No, money. I just read money's out for the rest of the season.
What?
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
goodness. I
I
read a
heard.
report earlier. They said he's like 50-50 and not entirely sure.
Apparently, he's
Oh,
out for the
man.
rest of the season.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
Fabinho is. Oh, yay! Congrats, surprise!
oh, man. I didn't know that. That's my ruined my
Yeah, I just read
day.
it just now.
Oh,
Fabinho is almost back. He start
no.
another 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah,
No.
that's why I think realistically speaking, if we can get a good Champions League run, get top four,
Yeah.
um, better to do that and not rush Van Dijk back
Yeah.
and get him ready for the next season.
How
The
about
typical Liverpool motto of next season is our season comes true again. Lah.
Alisson? Is he gonna play on
Yeah,
Sunday?
He had an
he,
illness.
He
he,
was a
He got
doubt,
this.
right? He didn't play
Yeah.
against
he was sick.
Brighton.
Yeah.
He was ill.
Yeah, he was just sick. Yeah, I think he just had a flu or something like that. But even then, the Brighton game, I don't think we missed him that much in defensively. Kevin did pretty decently. Um, and even if Kevin made the one mistake, I mean, come on, we're at home against Brighton. We
Mm,
should have scored enough to cover that one goal line.
mm.
So
Yeah.
I don't think Allison was the issue. Maybe for in terms of counter attack or playing from the back, but even then, Kevin did decently well in playing from the back as well.
Mm. City is going to be without Kevin De Bruyne and Aguero, as well as Nathan Acker. Not that Nathan Acker actually makes a difference because their current partnership of Ruben Diaz and John Stones, they're very solid. But does it comfort you at all? Does it give you guys any comfort? Kevin De Bruyne and Aguero not playing?
What's important is the world pandemic right now. We should consider the season null and void, as echoed by a lot of fans last season. Around this time last season, they did say that they want to consider it null and void. So, and the pandemic is a lot worse this time than compared to last year. So, for the sake of humanity,
Yeah, yeah, totally.
you
And
know,
for the sake of United fans not going on social media and mouthing off, we can just null and void the season.
I think we have history in favor of Liverpool for this fixture anyway. Manchester City has not won at Anfield since 2003, and that's in all competitions, having played 19 matches.
Yeah.
Interestingly, Liverpool has won 13 of those games. Surely at Anfield against Manchester City, there's some comfort for you guys going into this fixture. De
Actually,
Bruyne's
that's the
out,
thing.
Aguero's out.
I I feel like that would have been a factor if the fans were back in the stadium. Like right now, it's going to
Mm.
be pretty quiet anyway, so I don't know if like the 12th man will be able to push us forward. And also, the last couple of games at Anfield haven't been inspiring at all. Like I think I wanted to ask Raphael, so what is his thoughts on like why aren't we scoring goals? We can't keep clean sheets, but on the other end, like you said, we can't even score one at home right now. Like, if you don't mind sharing.
sure. I think the way I see it is, ironically, we're not scoring enough because our centre back pairing isn't there. We don't have a spine. Our spine is totally gone. So, and most managers would stick Phillips in the centre back position and then not touch the balance of the midfield. But what we've done is we've pulled back our best people into
exactly.
so that there's no flow. There's absolutely no flow. You can see even like Trent also, he's getting the ball at different positions on the field. Usually he'll be about 6 yards ahead. So our whole that plus the fact that everyone's kind of figured Liverpool out, so to speak. That's the mental burnout factor. So I think just like last season when Man City really fell from grace without just Laporte, right, for most of the season. So you met and that you see how badly they did compared, I mean, by their standards. So for us, we lost everyone, and technically we lost Henderson in the midfield, we lost Fabinho in the midfield, arguably the best defensive midfielder at the time. So I mean that just translates to just not having good possession and good transition. We had no transition anymore. Get the ball back, then what to do now? Before it was no transition. No transition anymore.
Speaking of transition, what are your thoughts on Thiago into the team, like his assimilation and everything? Do you think he's been... Because people are making him the scapegoat, and I don't think it's very fair.
This is going to be very unpopular.
I thought Thiago has... I heard someone mentioning Thiago has the highest success rate of giving thumbs up on the it was a troll. It was a troll meme. Sorry. Anyway, go ahead. You're saying something about Thiago.
I mean, you can never underestimate how important thumbs up are. Because our players seem to have the thumbs up. They are okay. I can't say that out loud. But anyway, Thiago, when he first was coming, a lot of Liverpool fans were excited because, to be honest, for us, having a name like Thiago associated with Liverpool, it's almost unheard of. Usually, you hear the big names, Falcao going to Man United. You hear Henry or Aubameyang going to Arsenal. You hear, the big household names going to Chelsea. Liverpool, we never really got one of those marquee names. And Thiago was, honestly, as far as I can remember, probably the only one in recent memory. Suarez was nothing.
Torres
wasn't that. Torres wasn't a superstar yet, though. He was up and coming, but he wasn't like the finished article yet, I think.
We didn't have Aubameyang coming in. We didn't have a Cam coming in. We didn't have, except for Paul Konchesky, of course. We didn't have a Falcao or Di Maria or on those big Ibrahimovic is coming in. So that was
I guess Liverpool hasn't had like that kind of midfield guile signing, marquee midfield silky passing kind of
established one before coming. Yes, we've never had that. In fact, the most marquee signing we've had in the last 40 years would be Klopp, if you ask me.
True.
So when he came in, everyone was so excited. Thiago. I've been watching a lot of him ever since he joined the games that he's played for us. He's nice to watch because he looks very elegant on the pitch. I think for every 10 passes he makes, 1 or 2 is like really good incisive passing, but most of it is I see a lot of passing to the side and winning a lot of headers for someone that short.
Does he suit Jurgen Klopp's robust style? Because he's always been in teams like with Pep Guardiola, who loves to hold the ball, not as direct as Klopp likes to play it. So maybe Thiago has to adapt. Maybe he has to learn to adapt to fit into the style of Jurgen Klopp. What do you think, Nick?
I don't know. I feel like Liverpool for the past few seasons have been playing a pretty standard style whereby their fullbacks, like their defense, and the defense have pretty much played the ball straight to the forwards of the forward, like Salah and Mane and Firmino. They make the runs in. Like Trent will play the ball, Robbo will play the ball. The midfield is usually there, if you don't mind me saying, to clean up the mess if they lose the ball. They'll recycle possession and add the steal to prevent a counter attack. They've never really been expected, like Henderson's, the Milners, the Wijnaldums. They've never really been, tasked to play make too much. Like, I mean, they do to a certain extent, but not like how KDB does it, or yeah. So
I
I feel
think
like right now with the added like dimension of Thiago, there could be a plan B there for Klopp to play with. But I think they just haven't figured out how to find a strike a balance in between these two styles of play right now.
100% agree. I was just about to think that we're not using him as we should, which is a plan B, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. There's been a lot of criticism about him saying that he's slowing down our game and all that. And when Jamal said, does he need time to adapt and all that? Well, they always say that the top super world class players just,
exactly. Yeah, hit the ground running.
When you palm, Bergkamp comes into Arsenal, palm, over basket, palm. I've not seen what the hype is about, to be honest, about Thiago yet. He does this cheeky things here and there, and the closest I can figure out is the style reminds me of maybe Coutinho dulu. At some point, the little cheeky jinx and stuff like that. But the team was never built around Coutinho. Coutinho was, and Coutinho's a lot quicker as well.
True.
But the guile, I suppose maybe that's what they were looking at when they looked at Thiago.
Yeah. But I think Coutinho has more final passes than Thiago. And Thiago a little bit more, like you said, more sideways, a little bit slower.
Yeah. Am I just imagining that? Or
No. I'm not. It's true. I feel the same way as well sometimes. I feel like something Lucas Leiva can do, just hit the ball left and right. Let's see what happens.
And the thing is that it's part of all the stats saying, 600 completed passes. Yeah, like keep on passing to the side, I something like that.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. That's true.
Oh, okay. Raphael, you were telling me about a stat yesterday. How bad is Liverpool doing compared to last season? How far worse are they off compared to last season?
I think I don't have the exact figures, but what I recall, I saw on one of my Liverpool Twitter feeds is that City compared to the day where they were this time last year, are probably 2 to 3 points off, lower. United last time was worse as well by about 1 or 2 points, but Liverpool compared to last year about 20 odd points.
Goodness.
Yeah, so it's really not so much that the other teams are catching up, and I don't think it's really much of Liverpool dropping out. It's that we really hit a level that you're not supposed to even hit.
Yeah.
And now we're kind of coming back to ground zero lah. So, in as much as we missed that 12 months ago, just gotta appreciate the fact that we were there lah. And I just hope that Liverpool fans around the world, which I see now, FSG out hashtag, Klopp out hashtag.
Yeah, that's nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, they don't know a period of Paul Konchesky in the team with Roy Hodgson in the dugout and stuff like that. We've got the best manager in the world. I still think we have the best manager in the world. Even if we don't win anything, even if we got 6th place this season, I want to keep him for another 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, Klopp, it's nice to see Klopp and Guardiola reignite their rivalry, going back when the Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich days. Klopp said in his interview the other day that Man City is on form right now, 9 games winning run, because they had a 2-week COVID break. And then Guardiola came back and said, 2 weeks? No, I think Klopp's got to look at the calendar again, because it's not 2 weeks, it's like maybe 1 week or 10 days or something like this. So yeah, it's nice to see that rivalry. They've always been at loggerheads, right? Even with their time in Germany, and now as well for the past 3 or 4 seasons. Nick, what are your match predictions for Sunday?
Oof. I think Liverpool will be up for it though. I think I didn't know Mane will be out, but I think we'll be up for it. I think we'll play Shaq. I think we'll play Oxlade-Chamberlain. I think we have to go for it. I think if we don't win this game, I think, like you said, it's pretty much do or die. I think we'll shed it. I think we'll shed it a 1-0 win.
1-0 to Liverpool. Raphael?
1-0 to Liverpool. I think
prediction?
We'll shed it.
Well, just before I give you my match prediction, I just wanted to comment on you mentioned the nice rivalry reignited sort of thing between Klopp and.
Yeah.
I have to say that I'm the oldest one here, so I'm going to say that these rivalries, yeah, they're good. However, they're a bit PC.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
miss the rivalries of
Yeah.
like Wenger and Ferguson,
Ferguson.
No, that was the
Kevin
best.
Keegan and Ferguson. You know, those were rivalries. Those were real managers, as in punching managers, and
A modern day rivalry.
yeah, Kevin Keegan in Newcastle when Newcastle almost pipped United, and I would love it. I would love it if we beat them. Yeah, I miss those things.
No, Wenger,
Um,
Mourinho. Wenger,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Boyer and stuff like that came up. The one
Specialist in
thing,
failure.
yeah, but the thing is, Klopp's always given. The one thing I don't like about Klopp, or I accept that he's human. You know, he does come up with a bit of excuses. Grass too long, wind too strong, and there's probably a 5% truth to that as well. But nobody's perfect, lah. I mean, yeah, I do like a bit more excuses than usual, lah. But
Yeah.
I mean, your team that you've worked the last 4 5 years is just crumbling in front of you. COVID is against you. VAR is against you, as some Liverpool fans would say. Injuries are against you. If it was me, right, I would not be as gracious as Klopp has been, regardless of excuses, lah. You know. So yeah, but okay, back down to predictions. Sorry, Nick.
Fair.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2-1 to City.
Oh,
I
wow.
think that's fair now.
Yeah.
If Liverpool lose, I mean, they're gonna lose 3 consecutive home games.
Yeah.
And
That's
the
rough.
thing is, Liverpool haven't scored a goal at Anfield in the entire 2021.
Fortress Anfield, baby.
And also,
Nobody can score.
and
Even us!
also, so they're at risk at not scoring at Anfield for the 4th consecutive game ever in history. They have never done that. It has never happened before. I mean, in top flight football. No, I think I see Liverpool up for it. I think some people say it'd be KG. I don't think it'd be as KG because it's do or die for Liverpool. They have to go out there. They can't play like how they play against Manchester United. And they were looking for a draw. After a while, you could see that they were looking for a draw. They were settling for a draw. No, they can't do that this time. They need to go out, and they need to beat Manchester City. If not, City would run away with the title. I don't think any other teams can sustain a title challenge like Liverpool can. I don't know. I thought like because at Christmas Liverpool was top of the table, and I really thought they were going to go on that as like a contrast of last season. Such a contrast of last season. But if anything, I'm sure you guys would like to hear the null and void bus ringing again.
Come on, Boris. Boris Johnson, do us a favor, mate.
Life is important, health and life should come first, No, but in all seriousness, I did see another stat where previous seasons away wins for teams were about 37% of games were won by the away team.
Sorry? Yeah.
7% of the games were won by away teams.
that's
This season
high.
with no fans, that's about average-ish. But this season with no fans so far, it's about 67%.
Oh dear. So the away team, the stats favor the away team actually.
Well, the stats not so much favor the away team, but they really don't favor the home team anymore.
Yeah. There's no home support and everything.
Yeah, and I think Liverpool, I might be biased, but we're one of the teams where the COP makes a huge difference to intimidate the other team, to push our team. We don't have that. And with the 2.5-year mental fatigue that the team has gone through without that 12-man, and then now we're going to push forward against City. We have to win, like you said, we have to win. If we had Fabinho in the background to kind of stop any counter-attacks that City will definitely love to see Liverpool come forward, okay. But we don't have that. So I'm worried that we'll just play into their hands.
What do you guys think? Do you think Ozan Kabak or Ben Davies will make their debut? Nick?
I don't think so. I don't think Kabak will make his debut, that's for sure. But I think maybe Ben Davies, I think he was on the bench the last game, but Klopp's not really the type of guy who will rush a player in straight away. Look at Robertson and Fabinho. It took them a while to get into the first team. But I think maybe right now might be a bit crucial. But he's a championship player though, so I don't really think it's fair to put him into a Man City game with that Raheem Sterling and people going around. I think you probably have to weigh the pros and cons. But if it were me, I would still stick with Fabinho and Henderson at the back. I think it's just too much to put on one guy just to come in and face this kind of opponent. It's not fair.
Mm. So no youngster defenders as well, not like that Reece
I,
Williams.
I think Nat Phillips is like the worst possible player to play against Man City's super fast
Mm-hmm.
players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think like Bernardo Silva, Raheem Sterling, Torres, and everything. I don't think Nat Phillips will be able to cope with that. So I think it's going to be Henderson and Fabinho at the back. I think that's the safest option.
Mm. Okay.
I think also, just want to check with Nick as well. I just want to ask Nick, do you find it frustrating with Klopp? Every time you buy players, it takes them like 65 years before they actually play.
Yeah, it is. It's actually very
Klopp tends
frustrating.
to do that, right?
Yeah, correct. I understand like Robertson because he's from Hull, but like Fabinho's from Monaco, man. He's got exposure. He's been there and done that already. So I don't know. I don't know why he takes so long.
Yeah, so I agree with Nick. If it was personally, but then I agree with Nick that he will not play. He may start on the bench, Ben Davies. Personally, like I said, I would just do reintroduce our midfield with Wijnaldum, Henderson, and Fabinho, and just hope for the best at the centre backs, and hope having Fabinho in front of them gives them that shield, so that they can, you do your job.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
But it won't happen, right? We want to see that.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We know
I want to see that. I
what
do.
happen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If we do see that, then I think Klopp has found another pair of balls which I would love to see .
Yeah, actually that'll be a sick game to watch. I think it'll be pretty good.
Mm.
Otherwise, I'll be happy with the draw. Otherwise.
All right, and that's all the time we have for today's show. Thank you so much, Raphael, for coming on. We hope to see you a lot more in Fans Talk Football. Nick, as always, it's always been a pleasure. And all the best to
man.
Liverpool this Sunday. Oh, hi,
Hey.
Amin.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hello. I like your Milo shirt.
Yeah, right.
What a wonderful day.
What a wonderful day.
Wonderful day.
It is.
Today tomorrow I don't know.
Okay, and that's me, Jam, signing off. This is Fans Talk Football. Please do subscribe and please do like our content as well as comment down in the section below. See you guys. Take care.
Yeah, every day I cool.
Bye.
Bye.